Alright.
Starting.
No, don't start yet.
We're live.
We are live.
Why are we live?
Coming at you live.
Because we're.
I haven't even gone to the Google Drive yet.
Go ahead, people. This is what you wanted.
I gotta pee.
This is all what you wanted. Just disgusting nastiness. Chester can just move his head into frame. You kind of get the side of Chester's head. That's why we got you. He works for very cheap.
Wait a minute, I bought the pizza.
Retarded. You also bought the webcam.
I did. Well,
Good solid.
GoDaddy bought the webcam.
Until we
GoDaddy did. Did you get some bonus money?
yeah, he had some cash on his card.
Nice.
So we will be using this as soon as we get a capture card, which we need to get before October 25th.
Oh yeah, you got plenty of time.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
3
got
months.
3 months. All right. So whenever you are ready, Mr. Bashaw.
What?
What are we gonna do? Like
Sorry,
$60 each for the capture
I
card?
was reading
Yeah, I
correct.
can do that. That'd be actually really cool. It's it's $1.80.
Yeah.
Dude, your beer drinking sounds so juicy.
Here.
Also, if anybody is tuning in, which I doubt that anybody is right now,
Hi.
we can't control the volume outside of our audio program, so this live stream may sound really loud. Just
Hey, I can't find this.
just turn down for what it's under general outline, like the third or fourth one down.
No, that's Contra. Controllers. Episode list 2.0. Grand Theft Auto. Halo. Big episode list. Command and Conquer. Joystick. Ryan's Bio, I guess. And Super Mario Brothers 3. That's everything that's on here.
Give me a second. File. Rename.
Are you sharing it
I'm just renaming it.
with the Casual Cards account?
Yeah.
Or are you sharing it with my personal account?
Which one do you want?
I'm on the Casual Cards one.
Okay, so go into now. It should be at the top of the list. I renamed it, so you'll have to refresh your page.
I'm doing it.
It was Gangsta
Still not
at
there.
the top of the list.
It's actually Ryan sucks dick
I'll
at the
play
top
my
of the
own
list.
shit. It
No,
went something
It's
like
not,
this.
Oh, no. It's totally not. Hold on. Incoming?
I'd like to thank you all for tuning in.
First of all, it's Smoke Stick, not Suck Stick. I found it under Incoming.
This is this is why we don't have a live stream.
They wanted this. Apparently,
what they
everybody
wanted.
wants to watch our podcast, but
It's really just like fat guys getting
actually,
drunk.
can
You
you,
can go down,
Guys
you can go down to a
getting
shitty bar and watch that.
is your AC turned down before we go? Because it's probably like 105 degrees outside right now.
First of all, it's only 104 outside. And secondly, yes, it is. Are you hot?
I am getting a little warm in the ear holes.
Lose some weight.
I'm on that too. Thank you. Just not this week. This week has been punishing the kidneys and liver.
Oh, ibuprofen and beer?
I had some whiskey in there.
Some
Drank
heroin?
a little wine while I was playing Mario Kart Wii with the wife last night. Or I like to call it Mario Kart Weef.
I like it.
Every now and then I get a little bit lonely. Then I say that better
Okay, that's all you get. Turn it down 4 degrees. I'm not going to turn it down anymore because my electric bill is $330.
Well,
But I also haven't paid my electric bill in 2 months.
all right.
Because I'm a responsible adult.
All right.
This power shuts off right in the middle.
So if anybody is watching this, we are taking donations.
I'm also 2 months behind my mortgage.
Ryan's irresponsibility fund.
So-
It's so good that we just spent all that money to go out to SGC.
That's why I don't have any fucking money.
Do you have one of those Extra Life posters lying around?
Yeah, in the living room.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it, but whenever you're ready.
I lost my phone.
It's right there.
Oh,
You blind bastard.
hold on, let me check my text messages.
It was in your doo-doo pussy.
You would know.
Oh, my mom just said you're bald.
Mary, why do you have to do this right now? Why do you got to do this?
You could draw floating hair on your
I
head.
was going to go through this whole episode.
And then my girlfriend asked, what is a doo-doo puss? It is exactly what it sounds like.
Mary, I'm also fat. I'm about 50 pounds overweight. You want to talk about that, too? Do you want to talk about that?
I do.
Shut up. What do you know about the eagle?
Oh, you put dodo puss. You put dodo puss.
I did, didn't I?
Where did you
The
put
vagina of an extinct bird on the
that?
Facebook.
Dodo puss.
In my
No.
mind, it was just do. Like, I've been tired all day.
All right, let's start
All
recording.
right, let's go.
Okay, now start recording.
That was you, Ryan. You are.
You said you were going to start.
Live, baby. Welcome to the Casual Cowards of Gaming. My name is Dirk.
I'm Chester.
I'm a loser. I'm also Ryan.
You never gave me a definitive on that.
I don't do. I just assume that you're going to just take control because this is your podcast.
I knew that was going to come up. I knew that was coming back. Why don't you just shove it in your doo-doo puss? Anyway, Casual Coward of Gaming, we are on episode 28. For some reason, we had lots of requests to do a live stream. So
Here it is.
here you are.
Hi, Mom.
You can check out our Twitter right now, but it doesn't really matter because by the time... yeah. So...
Well, by the time you
Yeah.
listen to this,
Go back in time. Talk to Vincent Time Machine.
Talk to Vincent Time Machine.
We'll
Go
take
back
you
just
back
a little
and you
bit.
can watch this.
Anyway, episode 28, we are not talking about a game. We are actually going to be talking about SGC 2014. We just got
Yeah.
back from that last weekend.
what does SGC stand for, Dirk?
Scrumptious Gumball
Chowder?
Chowder. Screw Attack Gaming
Just like
Convention.
Mama used to make.
And we're off and running. Yeah, SGC, Screw Attack Gaming Convention 2014, put on by the good guys at Screw Attack. I think this is their 6th year, only the 2nd year that we've been, but we actually went and got ourselves a booth and had a killer time. It was awesome.
I had an okay time.
You had a blast.
I had a blast.
You had a blast.
I even
dude.
had fun at the Nerd Rave. And I hate raves.
That was awesome. Speaking of Nerd Rave, I talked to DJ Cutman trying to get some licensed music. He said as long as we gave him credit, then we could use like one song at one time. So I'm cashing those chips in. This is DJ Cutman. This is his Shovel Knight remix. So
And it's pretty tight.
it is.
Real
But
tight.
yeah, that whole rave thing,
Real tight.
like a butthole. You can actually do it to the camera.
Like a dude puss.
So yeah, we appreciate him letting us use this, even though he doesn't know that he's doing it. He gave me a pre-use it, I guess. Cruise it.
Permission?
Permission.
That's the word.
Permission.
Pre-mission.
Pre-mission. So, like we do with everything, even though we're going to get to the SGC thing, we'll start with a new segment that we like to call Todd's Gaming News.
Todd's favorite part of
It
the
is
show.
his favorite part of the show, outside of Ryan's burping.
What, our inaccurate news?
Yes.
There's it's kind of like we always say this, but coming off of the past 2 weeks or the 3 or 4 weeks that we've had with gaming news, and even going out to SGC, this one's kind of light. But Chester, you put this together. Why don't you lead us off?
Oh, I guess a common trend these days in pranking people over the internet is swatting. And it happened today in Phoenix, apparently.
Oh, it finally happened here.
Yeah.
I heard about this a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it was on the news today.
That's fantastic.
I had no idea what it was.
A 14-year-old boy was playing online,
Mhm.
and he was, probably talking some shit. And one of the other gamers didn't like it, and so called the police and reported a murder at this kid's home address.
How did they know where his home address was?
I would imagine he's got his full name listed.
up
on
there
his
on
gamer tag or something like
Or
that.
maybe he's one of those B-tars from 4chan. And you've just figured out how to find him.
No,
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
With his IP address and everything.
So this kid's parents and their 4-year-old daughter were out front playing in the yard when a man with a gun came up. Turned out to be a cop. They were surrounding the house and about to swarm the place because they thought some crazy shit was going down inside this house. So
There's a murdered person inside the house. They're letting the 4-year-old play outside.
hide your identity, people.
That's what I'm
As
talking
funny as that is, fucking stop it.
Seriously. Hey, don't tell people who you are if you're going to be a dick.
I would just.
Even if you're not going to be a dick. And B, don't do that shit. Like, just order some extra pizzas to their house or
Yeah,
something.
or-
like, if you're going to grief somebody.
Or don't even do that.
That costs a lot of money, and if you get caught, you can go to jail.
No.
Here's the problem: is people are so fucking sensitive nowadays. Like, you can't just talk shit and take it as talking shit. You know, you're playing a game with someone, you're talking shit to each other, you're shooting each other, and that's it, and it's over. But no, now it's a personal fucking attack. I gotta send the SWAT team over there.
Right?
That's why I always just, if I ever go back on Xbox Live, which my Xbox Live subscription after the new update was renewed automatically for a full year. And
Congratulations.
I can't get it refunded, so
Great.
Thanks, Xbox Live. I think this is where it's at.
Yay.
So, yeah, when I go on Xbox Live, if I go into rooms, if I'm not playing with you guys and I'm playing with people I don't know, I just mute straight down. Don't talk to anybody.
Mute everything. I don't want to hear people. I don't want to hear your TV in the background.
Or the dudes that listen to like really loud rap music.
Yeah.
Or
in fact, one time I was playing Call of Duty and I could hear people singing Happy Birthday in the background. So this dude was at a birthday party playing video games.
well, a good thing he's hanging out with his family and
Yeah.
being social.
Exactly.
Unless he was drugged there, like we have to go to your 2-year-old.
Who would drug
nephew's-
somebody at a birthday party?
Okay,
That's
so
that's where my mind my mind went to the same place.
You're a
Maybe-
monster. Is that
maybe-
the first place your mind goes, you pervert? And then you would fuck him? What's wrong with you?
all right, cool.
Spit on him when you're done?
See, this is why
Worse.
I'm not playing that fucking that Salem witch hunt game with you two, because you guys are just gonna fucking just put it on. I'm not doing it.
I want to play it.
Yeah, we can get to that as we go down the list, but
Smear the queer. Smear the queer.
oh god, it's like junior high all over again. I want to thank you for this.
Ironically enough, the father of this boy, his name was Samir.
Oh, so even better.
So I knew a guy in high school named Samir, and I used to say Samir the queer all the
Samir,
time.
what is it?
Samir.
Not
Samir
gonna
the
work
queer.
here anymore?
Not gonna work here anymore.
Naga. Okay, cool.
Anyway,
Apparently our music isn't working, so if anybody's watching the stream right now, that they can't hear anything that we do. So it's just going to be us
Dancing, all
Yeah.
weird.
being idiots to our live music.
they can hear us though, right?
I hope so. If not, then
We
we
should do that awkward, just move our mouse thing and we're not saying anything.
are fucked. Oh, Joe heard the clapping, so I guess he can't hear it.
He has the clap.
He
that's what he
has the
said.
clap.
makes-
He's cursing you for
That
giving him the
makes
clap.
sense.
So we're not going to rag on Ryan's mom this episode. It's all about Joe. So
She's got a bad knee, so
No, she's got a new
she's got a
knee.
brand new knee, man, like
Oh,
bionic.
really?
Yeah. She was
She's already
walking
she's doing
around.
backflips and shit. She's good to go.
yeah.
Yeah. Joe, however, needs a new back. So we're gonna start a Kickstarter campaign. Get Ryan's stepdad a new back.
Joe's new back after he gets rid of the
We
clap.
call it something like "We Got Your Back."
I like it. Well, shit, if someone can get $40,000 to make
Potato
fucking
salad.
potato salad, Joe can get a bionic back.
Maybe we can combine the two, like Joe's back with potato salad. I don't know where it would go, but
Well, it sounds delicious.
yes. Anyway, second thing on our little gaming news thing is there's going to be an Assassin's Creed obstacle course along with Borderlands laser tag at San Diego Comic-Con this year, which
Sounds
sounds
kinda cool.
as
That
shit.
does sound
I
kind of
mean,
cool.
Borderlands laser tag. I wonder how that's gonna work.
I'm not trying to talk shit, but if you
It's probably laser tag with like Borderlands painted walls or just like
Yeah.
themed.
Probably.
We-
Everything is cell shaded.
we're not, I mean, when we went out to SGC, like there's a lot of people that are really, really good at video games, but they're kind of uncoordinated in other ways.
Oh, I love it.
So we always kind of make a joke.
I'm
It's-
looking forward to they're gonna stream these people trying to do the
I
obstacle
was gonna say,
course.
the
I
un-
want to watch these videos.
the uncoordinated hurrying
Yes.
is one thing to watch, but the uncoordinated, just in physical things, through an Assassin's Creed obstacle course may not be the best idea.
Yeah.
Which I mean,
I think it's a great idea.
I
It's
think it's
it's
a
gonna
great
look like
idea.
it's gonna look like MXC.
See, I don't
They should
want
get
that.
those.
I want-
They should
I
get
want
Kenny
them-
Blankenship and what's the other guy's name?
I don't remember.
I don't remember their names.
They should get them to
Yeah.
do the commentary on it. I think it'd be amazing.
You guys are horrible people. Horrible. What do you think about the ego? Anyway,
I hate you.
so that's going to be pretty cool. When is that going on? Did you get
It's
any?
like next week or a couple of weeks from now.
Yeah, let's go drop some more cash. Get out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
We're
let's
not
go
going, so I
get a
don't
booth.
care.
Back to back to back. But it sounds cool. So if you're out in the San Diego area and you're listening to this, get out there and play some laser tag.
And if you're not, I can't remember the address. It's assassinscreed.com/something.
and you can watch
Comic-Con/Comic-Con.
There you
and they'll
go.
be streaming those videos there.
Hell yeah. Next one down. Doom 4 is a reboot, not called Doom 4.
They're not calling. Apparently, they're not calling it Doom 4
Well,
because
quite-
it's a reboot to the whole story.
So they're just calling it Doom.
Maybe.
Oh,
Or
please.
Doom Super.
Please let them
Cool.
use the movie premise.
Yeah.
That was just. It was basically.
It was just Resident Evil in
Yeah.
space. Stupid.
You guys been doing experiments on Mars? I don't get it. I was
on weed.
on weed. You do see some experiments on weed. So I don't know. QuakeCon is this weekend, right?
Yeah.
I can't believe that's still
It
going
was
on.
last weekend.
No, the
that's when we
SGC
were at
was
SGC,
last
so
weekend.
it's this weekend.
I will admit you did a good deal of time traveling.
I traveled through town. Me and Vincent.
And I'm curious to see what happens. What's going to go on with that, because I think they're going to do the whole reveal, kind of get some gameplay in there. It's a game that I'm not going to play just because it's scary as shit. I can't do
Yeah,
those games.
I'm a big doo-doo puss. I won't be
Doo-doo
playing.
puss,
Won't be playing any Doom.
dodo puss. And the last one, Chester, I'm not quite sure what you got there.
Oh, I guess Microsoft wanted to be like a whole entertainment system, and they were trying to do their own TV stuff, kind of like Netflix, but on the Xbox.
Because it doesn't already have Netflix.
And you're right,
No.
and they were creating their own content, their own TV shows and documentaries and stuff, but apparently it flopped, and they're shutting it down.
Because we didn't need it. No one asked for it. We didn't
We
need
need
it.
all the entertainment outlets that we
I
can.
guess they
It
put a
already
bunch of
has-
stuff together, and then
There's so
nobody's
much on
watching
there.
it.
There's already so much crap. Why do you need more
Copy and
crap?
paste YouTube feeds and just put them in there.
There
Just
you
like
go.
it's Xbox Live TV.
Yeah, there's already like more crap than anyone can even use.
Well, I heard that in E3, man, they didn't even mention their Kinect. Like they totally sidestepped it. Like remember that piece of shit that we were gonna bundle with our consoles?
So
like
they went
mandatory?
the Sony route and just like fuck this thing.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, on the fries,
Swept it under the rug and hope everybody forgets.
Buried it in the desert in New Mexico.
except for
you
like
go.
the 5 kids who were playing like Connectimals or whatever the fuck that game is called.
You guys, this game where you're whitewater rafting is totally cool.
Whitewater rafting.
Yeah.
Good
Jump.
times.
Duck.
Dude, they should
Kick.
have done Parappa.
Punch.
Yeah, they should have done Parappa with that. That would be great.
Yeah, you could have.
Hey, did you guys see that Captain America's black?
I did see that.
I think we're ready.
Actually, we were talking
I
about
think we're
that.
ready.
For a black Captain America.
Yeah.
Played by Barack Obama.
No, it was
Folks.
wasn't it what's his name? Falcon, Red Falcon.
Yeah,
Is
the
that
guy
it?
who was
Filthy
Black
Falcon?
Falcon.
Black Falcon.
That's too on the nose.
No, that's Black
You get
Light. Isn't it Black Lightning or something? Black Thunder.
White Lightning.
That sounds like a porn star.
Anyway.
And Thor's a woman.
What?
Yeah, Thor's a woman.
What are this? They kicking all the other people out there? Like you guys have had 3 or 4 movies, you're done?
Well, not in the book.
In the
Oh, in the
comics.
comics, the actual.
You know, they were comic book characters before they were movies.
You don't say.
Just said it. It's got a big rack too.
Next thing you're gonna tell me,
Well,
like the Watchmen were
She's a comic book
before
character.
Buxom, I believe,
Gonna
is
have
the
a
word
big
I'm
rack.
That.
looking
V for
for.
Vendetta and all that other BS, but
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much it. That seals up the little gaming news nightly. We'll get through that real quick, and we'll go back to some cut, man, that nobody can hear.
I can hear it just fine. That's all that really matters.
Anyway,
Mm.
so
Yeah. Yeah.
if you guys,
Mm.
whoever's been listening, would you stop that, man?
I'm getting down. It's
Getting down
tight.
with the ego in your doo-doo puss. Just,
It's gonna be really confusing until we explain it.
We just want to go right now. Maybe you might as well.
Start wherever you want, man.
The ego
It's your show.
story.
The ego or the doo-doo puss?
Where to begin?
Yeah, where to
I
begin?
don't think Doodoo Puss happened there.
It happened on the way back, on the flight back when we were waiting in the airport.
I've heard him
forever.
say it before.
So before we get into SGC, we got accosted, I would say, on the street outside of the Sheraton, where this guy comes up. He could have been at SGC, but he didn't have a badge, and he was just
I did see him inside wandering around.
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
skinny black kid with frosted blonde hair.
He looked like Don King. He
it
looked
was-
like young Don King.
He was probably I mean,
Donkey Kong Jr.
Don King
Don-
Kong Jr.
He was probably he was effeminate, and he walks right up to us and he's just like, I just want to ask you guys a question. You probably just blow me off. We're like, go on.
Okay.
What do you think about the ego? But he's also gyrating like
He's
This.
just,
Yeah.
what do you think about the ego?
do you
This
think-
vacant look in
Well,
his eyes.
what do you think about hell? And we're like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Like that's too heavy for
I think that this
for a-
conversation is over.
You were right. We are gonna blow you up.
Man. I don't know about the ego, but I think you're a psychic.
And I thought Dirk's response was pretty solid.
I'm an atheist.
I'm an atheist. I'm all ego.
Oh, come on. You have a soul.
See you later. Don't follow us. Don't follow us. I'm gonna go to a place where I have to use a badge, but you don't have one.
Yeah, I'm sure one of those doors to the door would have kept him out.
Well, I had a homeless guy ask me if I was going to QuakeCon, and I'm
Maybe
like,
he's going. Maybe
well,
he's undercover homeless.
maybe, I don't know. And that was right after I was right before I gave that homeless guy $20 because I thought I handed him a 5. So that was fun for me.
I hope your wife isn't watching this.
It was my money. That was my
Oh.
my spending
He's
account.
walking around.
Oh, then you're
money.
stupid.
My just dishing it out.
Homeless people.
Also, I just want to say, like, for drinkers, Texas on Sundays is rough.
Right?
Like, there's no liquor.
Fucking
to be
red
sold.
state. Jesus.
Didn't you try to buy beer at like 3 in the morning? The guy
Yeah, I
just
can't
like,
even buy beer at 3 a.m.
can't do that out here either, man.
Yeah, I know. I didn't realize it was 3 o'clock in the morning. I was still on Arizona time. It was only 1.
Yeah, it was 1 a.m. Arizona time.
These things happen.
Plus, I was just fucking trashed.
Hammered drunk.
I didn't even look at my watch or phone. Who was it? Watch? But
Watch phone?
yeah, my watch phone. Fuck that guy. And then that guy was like, "Go ahead and take it up front and see if he would set it to you anyway." Okay. I figured he worked there.
They liked us. We were good people. I think they were inundated with nerds, so who knows?
We're good people.
We are. We're a nice folk. So anyway, SGC 2014, we went out there, we got a booth, and it was in the vendor room. We actually wound up getting 100 shirts, and we were pimping it hard that we were going to play Mario Kart 64 and give away shirts, and it went over huge. Like,
Yeah.
our booth was just jam-packed the full time. By the end of Saturday, like, I was
Wiped out.
I was wiped out.
Holy
I was
shit.
so overwhelmed because just like the people that came out that talked to us, or when we had like a little posse that ran around with us the whole time too. That was really cool.
That's right.
But I think
Entourage.
We have an entourage.
we did
now.
have an entourage, and I'll just go ahead and put it out there. We got one of our entourage quick. We got him laid, which is the first for us,
Right?
getting someone laid.
It was
What?
Good.
You just look like you're gonna say something.
It was good.
Just your dead
I
eye.
was thinking about how our Riley, the other part of our entourage, passed out on the bench in front of David Buster's because he was so drunk.
That poor guy, dude. Just like
He's a good kid.
I left before you guys at
Right.
Dave and Buster's. I'm like, I'm going home. You guys.
Did you see those things on the counter? They look like gumball machines.
Yeah, they look
They
like
fill
they were-
those up with beer.
I knew that. They
I
had
know
their
that.
little pour spouts.
So we got like 2 of those big, huge, and we had to chug them because we had like 20 minutes left.
God, yeah, I tapped out after lunch and after dinner and having that really terrible server. I was just like, I'm going home.
You love that guy. Dude, he gave me the stink eye all night every time I went to order something.
Hey, I'll tell you though, like if people don't know, man, Uber is the shit. Like we
Yeah.
Ubered all around Texas.
Uber's badass.
So I think the first thing we should like start off by thanking is Target and their excellent return policy.
Yeah, thanks for letting us borrow that TV.
TV for 3 days and taking it
Yeah,
back. We
seriously.
don't condone that.
Well, what? Tell them why we had to get a TV from Target.
Well, we were playing Mario Kart 64, but we couldn't really find one. So,
You were gonna rent one.
yeah. Well, I tried to find TVs at Goodwill, but Goodwill wouldn't tell me what TVs they had. I was going to buy a CRT, so they wouldn't actually go tell me which ones they had. So then I called Rent-A-Center at my brother's friend's suggestion,
Mhm.
and Rent-A-Center will only rent TVs, a 32-inch TV, for 1 month for $120, no matter how short a time you need it. So I was like, you know what? I bet they have like a whole media rental thing at the Sheridan. So I gave them a call. I'm like, hey, can you guys rent us a TV? And they're like, yeah, we have everything from 22-inch up to 60-inch. What do you need? I'm like, 32-inch should be fine. That's plenty big for the games that we're playing. And they're like, they went through everything. They got all my information. I'm like, just real quick, can you tell me what it's going to cost? Like, well, you get the event cost or the event price, and that's going to be $200.
A day.
Yeah, I was going to get to that. I'm like, I stopped the lady dead. I'm like, you understand that I can go buy a TV for $180
Yeah.
and have a TV for that $200. She's like, oh no, it's $200 a day. So if you need it for 3 days, that's $600.
Ugh.
I should have just said yes. It was under my credit card.
No. Yeah, you got like all that free money when you're out there.
Free
Like, I
money,
got
man.
free
You
money.
don't have to pay that shit back.
Ah,
Just declare bankruptcy like a Mormon.
but before we get too far into it, I'm going to roll through just a long list of people, and we all have like nice things to say about all these guys, so we'll probably stop every once in a while down the list when we get to
I'm
somebody.
just going through here. I'm just like, fuck all these people.
What?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
First of all, we want to thank John and Dan. They're our buddies out here that actually helped us get out there. If you saw them, John was the guy pretending to run the camera. We
But
actually
he was just
yeah,
holding
yeah.
it sideways and taking pictures barely.
We found out that when we got back that for Friday he forgot to format the memory card, so nothing
That
recorded.
was my bad.
That was your bad?
Yeah.
And day 2, I think that he mistook when he was recording for when he was not recording, and when he was not recording for, like he was turning it off when
You
thought
did
he
get
was
some.
turning it
I
on.
got a few good. Actually, some of the camera shots aren't bad. It's just the video. There was one cool one where there was like a Lego guy, but he looked like Frank
That's
West.
Frank West. Yeah, that's actually a costume from.
Yeah,
from
that was
Dead
pretty
Rising.
cool. But he was holding the fucking camera sideways.
God.
It's like, ah, man.
Way to be, John.
And then you can see like he's going, and there's like a girl, and he's like, It comes back into it.
Also, if you guys, you may recognize John. He was the guy who was chasing his head Saturday night because he couldn't keep up with it.
Yeah, if you were there, remember that really big drunk guy? I'm sorry.
He was
Sorry.
picking people up.
Yeah, that was John. He actually took a header into one of the arcades, and that's when we had to go put him to bed.
Oh, did he fall into an arcade?
Well, he fell into you and then hit an arcade, and then I watched you from across the room. Because I was like Assassin's Creed style, like watching him, like staying like 150 yards back,
In the
just like
shadows,
just watching. Like if he sees me, he'll beeline it towards me. But then I watched him take a header into you and then an arcade, and I watched you like screaming at the top of your lungs, like pointing.
Was I yelling that loud?
You weren't yelling that loud, but I could hear you like a couple things.
I was perturbed.
You were
I just wanted to have fun. I
you were
don't want to wrestle with a big drunk idiot.
So, aside from those two, we really appreciate them helping us get out there. They actually divvied up some of the costs.
Yeah,
with us.
Dan showed us how to live stream.
That's why we're actually doing this right
John
now.
taught us how to love.
Doing a poor job at it. Chris and Rachel over at Shiny Loot or what MMORPG.com. They were really cool. Rachel, we ran into her. When did we run into her?
What's this wee shit, man? Well, I was stuck at the booth the whole time while you were wandering around.
No, that was at
making
night.
friends.
It was at night. It was right after the fire alarm got pulled. I ran into her
I wasn't even
and
there for
Chris
that.
upstairs. They're married. So Rachel came by our booth, and Chris, we're actually going to try to work out something with them. Maybe we can get involved in their affiliate program. So maybe we'll have some links to some good indie games on our site coming up here in the future. John and Carrie from Geekery and More. Kid was just everywhere every time we were having fun. John.
Oh yeah, we went to the bar with him. Where were you? Taking a nap?
I think that's when I took a nap after Saturday. But anyway, he is supposed to be making us some beat art, which he just said he would do it for free, which is really awesome.
Yeah,
They're really good
Probably
guys.
send him something.
Well, I don't know what we're going to send them. I told them if they came out here, they have a place to stay. Scott Harris from Free Indie Gamers over there, the Free Indie Gamers over at YouTube, so it's YouTube.com/the Free Indie Gamers. He hooked us up with a bunch of indie games. So he hooked us up with 3 at the convention, just for nothing. And then when we came back, I sent him a thank you, and he wound up sending us over 8 more. So they're just sitting in my email waiting for us to tap into them. I'm excited. Machine Games TX over at YouTube, Texas. He gave us some ideas for hardware setup. Christian Rodriguez.
Wait, what's Machine Game? Is that to do with doing NBA Jam?
No, that was Hal. Machine Games TX was the guy who stopped me walking out the door. Like he had the hardware recording equipment that he showed me.
Oh, word.
Yeah, and he was like he was everywhere.
Was that a
interviewing
test cam?
It might have been. I don't know. But anyway, that guy was really super cool. Christian Rodriguez.
He was handsome too.
He was very handsome man. I actually have his postcard. Christian Rodriguez. We thought that he drew us as Saiyans. But it was a photocopy, so thank you for that, Christian. Andrew Fisher over at Galaxy Video Cards. I had a long conversation with him. I hope we can work something out in the future.
Yeah, that'd be great, man.
Stan the Man.
Stan the Man.
Stanley the Man over at
Stanley the Manly.
manlygamedays.com. Whip my monkey ass at Puzzle Fighter. And we're looking forward to the relationship we'll build
I can't
with him.
think of a more manly game than Puzzle Fighter.
Right?
Dude, it works. It's a fun game. Don't be
It
talking
is a
shit.
fun game.
Who else here we got here? Joe Sullivan from Super BitCon and Retro Gamer Society. He was talking about maybe getting us out to what is it, Oklahoma?
Dude, you talked to so many people.
Dude, I was.
Where were we during us? See, he disappeared.
I didn't just. No, what are you talking about? Did
I
you?
felt like I was alone a lot.
Did you see the video of what's his name? The one of the co-creators of Mega Man. He went by the booth, the Gaming Brothers, signed autographs, and then walked right by me. I was the only one at the booth playing someone.
You can see Dirk in the background, and he's at the booth by himself.
He walked by me.
I was there.
He walked 7 feet behind me.
You go watch that shit again. I was there.
Were you really? Oh, you did. You came around the side. Yeah, and none of us recognized him, so that was kind of.
Bitch.
So I'll roll through the other one. Joel Sullivan, I already got him. Game Bros, they were really cool if you guys are out, and I believe it's in Austin, gamebros.org.
Sure it's not Gome Bros, because that's what you got here.
I got game. Thanks for that.
No, it's Gnome Bros.
Gnome Bros.
He forgot the N.
Nombre.
Gnome Bros.
Mike, Dominic, and Brian, they actually frequented our booth. They were 3 real cool guys. Mike Versa on the beat he's at SoundCloud and YouTube.
Who were these guys?
They were the 3 African-American gentlemen who frequented our booth.
Oh, the big black guys.
Yes.
You guys are pretty big.
Heidi O'Farrell, she's the one who sold me those kick-ass button earrings, and we actually drank outside with her. She was drinking beer out of the Starbucks cup on Saturday.
Oh, she's the one in costume?
She was the one in costume. She's married to one of the guys from Screw Attack.
Cool. Cool.
Bradley Elam, he developed the game Hoven the Sage Spindle. That game is fucking hard as shit. We're trying to get through that, but I keep dying. The guys at grapplegame.com.
Dude, that game looks tight.
Yeah, so I was talking to them. They got a 30 level demo up online right now that anybody can go download. It's grapple-game.com. DJ Cutman and Grimecraft. Again, Cutman, thank you for letting us use the song. And Grimecraft, they were the DJs, really, really good.
Do you have some of that play them out music?
The what?
Like the Oscars when they have to play someone out, like get the fuck off the stage.
Oh, for me, I'm almost done, man. I said I would get through everybody. I'm almost done.
I'm gonna go make a sandwich.
Fuck off. Smooth McGroove.
There's pizza left.
He actually gave us some people, or he's going to send us an email with people who could help us out. Like
I love Smooth McGroove.
Yes.
If you ever seen his videos, he is so much taller and thinner than you would imagine. Because his face almost looks kind of chubby in his videos, but he's really tall and really skinny. It's
the beard
funny.
adds 30 pounds.
He is adorable.
All right, so I'll roll through everybody else.
And we grabbed each other's beards, and it was fun.
Okay. Patrick Scott Patterson, everybody knows who that guy is. Zev Wantouch. I have no idea who you are, but I have one of your cards, and you're somewhere. Wunch. Hal Hawkins, he does on fire championships, which are old school.
Dude, he whooped your ass.
He was on fire for the majority of the second quarter.
Once he got on fire, I think he doubled you in points.
Yeah.
He fucked you up.
It was
awesome.
bad.
I enjoyed that a lot.
And then, of course, a couple of the last people that we have is everybody that made our booth a little more awesome. We got Black Mist 187 who killed Ryan.
Dude, okay. If you can get on the Twitter, go look this guy up, Black Mist 187. This dude is legit at Titanfall.
Yeah.
Like I was looking at some of the pictures he takes of the like screenshots of his clan. Fucking bananas. He is just murdering people left and right, and like 0 deaths. So this kid is a legit gamer. But I beat him at Tetris while I was super trashed, and then we came back and played Galaga, and he made me look like a fucking chump.
I was gonna say, but then he beat you at Galaga, and then he beat you one other thing. Or did he beat you at Mario Kart? Because it was a best of 3.
I think yeah, he did barely beat me. Because remember, I think I slid into the grass right at the very end. So I was coming up on him, and I had a mushroom, and I was coming through, and then I slid into the grass with no mushroom. Totally fucked myself.
And the last couple people, we got Quick, of course, who we got laid, Tyler, Corey, Ross, and of course Riley. So there are a couple people that were missing. We really appreciate you guys. You made it really special for us. So
Tyler, the walking advertisement.
The walking advertisement.
Oh yeah, our walking billboard.
He was wearing our stickers on his shirt all night.
Oh god, he hugged me at the nerd rave. So
sweaty.
I felt so close to him.
Yeah. And of course, he gets all the credit. Sean and his wife Lauren, he's the one at Screw Attack.
Sean is the best.
Yeah, he set us up. He hooked us up. We got there. First of all, he answered every single one of our dumb questions or dumb scenarios that we created for ourselves. Like everything we could throw at him, he always came back with a yes, that's fine, sure, you can do that. Even in the middle of them, we were hanging up signs. I'm like, can I hang these up? Yeah, like go ahead. But we get there in our booth. We were set up actually along the side, like right when you walked in, and we're like, hey man, where's the power? Because we need power for this booth. And he was like, you know what? I don't think you have any power here. So he just like ripped our tag off our booth, walked us straight to the back, the corner booth, and like he like took the
his normal boots.
Normal boots. They had 2 tables back there which they never used.
They didn't use either one.
Yeah, he just slapped our name. He's like, "This is your new booth. There's your power." And we're like, "Dude, that was so solid." So
yeah, we got the bigger booth.
Yeah.
Which was awesome.
And we actually got hooked up with 1 extra badge. Like we didn't get charged for, so that was really cool.
So I know if you read Craig's little write-up on SGC.
Yeah.
He had a thing on there about how awesome Sean is.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even like, this is my buddy and we were together. Sean was
he
fucking legit.
He
was awesome.
He said that he started getting that thing going at 8 months out.
Yeah.
And that's just 8 months of just him constantly working. So also his wife Lauren was the one who was kind of keeping everybody happy in the vendor room, and she always had, if we needed anything, she was even offering us to get us water and stuff. So really appreciated that, guys.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much everybody that we want to thank. I've been sending out emails for the past 2 days just thanking everybody. So there you go. Now we can move on to the
I'd
actual.
like to thank all the little people when it's possible.
Not little people. It's just
God.
Kisses, chest bump to the ocean, as Dan say. But So Ryan, what would you say like were some of your like most memorable moments? We should also say that we missed a lot of the panels because we were locked.
Yeah, because we were locked in the vendor room. We missed a lot of stuff. I enjoyed the liver destroying drinking. Well, I got to bring that up because nobody seemed to mind walking around with a drink.
No.
And there were some drunk idiots
At
there.
first, we were trying to hide it,
Yeah.
and then there were people just walking around
And there was the guy at the Nerd Rave,
with beer.
the super drunk guy that ran into the stage, and DJ Cutman was kind of like, get
Oh,
this fucking
dude,
guy out of
they
here.
broke his ankle outside.
So they went out there, and wasn't
Really?
the guy from Screw Attack was like, I'm going to wrestle you, and if you win, you can come back in. If you lose, you got to leave.
Yeah, I thought they were joking. No, that kid
Yeah.
was trying to get
And
back
you were
in.
like, you jumped down there like you were going to ref. Like, 1, 2, 3. And it was for real.
He bent that
So
kid.
please don't fuck it up for us. If you're going to go to SGC and you're going to drink,
Well,
be nice.
2 people pulled a fire alarm.
Yeah, and someone
that
pulled
was-
the fucking fire
was fucked
alarm.
up.
Stop being assholes.
And if you didn't know, there was a lady there. If you noticed that the women's restroom on the second floor was shut down for about 3
I
hours.
remember that.
Dude, there was a lady who got like news that her son had committed suicide like across the country, and she was like in the bathroom flipping out.
Oh.
So
I was wondering what. Yeah, they had a bunch of trash cans pulled in front of it and
yeah,
stuff.
there were
Tables.
that lady who was manning the door. Her name is Sue. She was actually a
She was fun too.
yeah, she was actually a crisis counselor before she started doing that at the event. So there were a lot of things that went on that kind of.
I just wanted to bring that up. I enjoyed like drinking with my people, with all the dorks. That was fun.
Well, I thought that it was bad. I mean, I thought that we're walking around with beers. Jay from the Game Chasers was walking around with just a handle of Jack, just like trying to hand it to people. And I'm trying to talk to Smooth McGroove, just kind of see if he would license songs, how much they would cost, or if he could license.
Drink this.
And he just walked up and he tried to hand Smooth McGroove the Jack, and he's like, no, thank you. And he turns to me, he's like, you. I was like, okay. So I just poured vodka into my face hole.
Wait, are you sure? Was it Jack Daniels?
Jack Daniels into my face hole.
Okay.
And then that's when the lights started going out, and that's when I decided to go back to go to sleep. And I crashed out before any of you guys because Chester actually went on an adventure with Ross.
I did. I had quite the adventure up on. It started on the 36th floor.
This, by the way, you asked me what my favorite thing. I wasn't even there, and this is my favorite thing.
This is pretty fun.
I love it just because of the panic attack that happened when he came rushing back.
Dude, that was pretty shitty. And
Pretty fucked up.
There was some weird shit happened, and
So
I
let's-
freaked out. I thought I got real paranoid.
So we'll just start. Ross
Tell us about how you got raped.
Ross got a room on the 36th floor.
Ross had a room on the 36th floor. His 2 buddies were hanging out up there. I went up there for a minute to hang out, and then Ross kept talking about how he could get onto the roof of the Sheridan.
Which I still think he's responsible for one of the alarms.
That could be true. That could be true. So I'm like, all right, dude. You said you can get on the roof. I think you're full of shit. Take me up to the roof.
Take me back to Titanic.
So we go up to the top floor, and we on the way up, we bump into this guy on the elevator, and we're like, hey, we're going to the roof. You want to go? The guy's like, yeah, sure. So we end up just hanging out in this little room with a round table, and there's five of us hanging out at this table.
Now, were you in the service elevator or the service side of it, or were you in an actual?
That came down the service elevator.
Okay.
We went up the normal elevator and then went into this room, and we're hanging out, and Ross had his little water bottle full of that concoction that his buddy
His
came up
weird
with,
jungle
Okay,
juice stuff.
yeah.
which was Merlot, Monster, and Southern Comfort.
I think we'll call that the Vincent Time Machine.
Yeah, it was magical. So we're up there and we're drinking that, hanging out. We're talking to this guy who was missing his ring finger on one hand, but it wasn't just like cut off. It was like this whole chunk was missing. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Why don't
The
you hold it up
camera
to the
can see
camera? Yeah.
This whole part was missing, and it had been sewn shut. So it just was like he had a 3-fingered hand. It was pretty crazy looking. He had a bunch of scars and shit all over his hand or his body.
My buddy's dad had that when we were growing up. Like,
So we're hanging out, and Ross decides that he wants to arm wrestle this dude that has 3 fingers.
look, he's got an advantage.
And so they're sitting there holding hands while I'm trying to pull up the song from, what is the Stallone movie about arm wrestling?
Over the top.
Over the Top. So I'm trying to pull that song up on YouTube, and they're just sitting there staring at me, holding hands, waiting. And finally, I get the song going, and they arm wrestle. I don't remember who won. I think the dude with the missing finger won, because he was ex-military. He was a pretty strong guy.
The 6-finger man.
So then Ross disappears for a little bit. We hear him pounding on the door, and we're just like, just ignore him. But finally, Ross gets back into the room, and he's like, let's go to the roof, guys. So we go, and we weave through, and all these doors are propped open with boxes and chairs and stuff. And we actually get up onto the roof of the Sheraton, 40 floors up. And we're just looking out, and I'm like, holy shit, this is fucking awesome. And I start telling Ross, man, I never should have doubted you. This is fucking badass. We're on the roof.
I believe I can fly.
Woo! So then I started climbing up this railing. I climbed up the railing, protecting the roof. And
yeah, that was the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
That was the greatest thing ever.
It was perfectly safe.
There was
climbing
railing.
the safety.
You should have been there. Okay, it was safe.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I was safe.
Okay.
Mostly.
But Ross starts screaming at me because he thinks I'm going to climb over the railing.
And not be safe.
And I just climbed up, and it was like my wrist. It was at my waist. I was standing and kind of leaning up across it with the top of the railing on my waist.
Mm-hmm.
And Ross was like, Chester, get the fuck down, get the fuck down. And I turn around to look at him, and there's another person who wasn't in our party standing up there with a camcorder filming me.
And so the panic attack began.
And this is when the panic attack began, because I thought I'd been lured up there for some kind of weird fucking ritual that they were going to film. Or I also was on some kind of secret reality show that I didn't even know about.
This was
Yeah, it's
also
called
like
Faces of Death.
this is like 3 in the morning too, wasn't it? Or
It
2?
was about 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
So I freaked the fuck out.
And I'm trying to sleep.
I go, holy shit, there's somebody filming us. I jump down. I run back inside the building. I ran down about 3 or 4 flights of stairs, find a service elevator, and take that down to the 14th floor. And as soon as I get out of the elevator, I hear the actual elevator ding, and I kind of peek through the door, and it's some guy who works there, like a security guard.
Uh-huh.
And he makes a beeline for me, and that freaked me the fuck out. Like, how does he know where I'm at? There's cameras everywhere.
There are cameras everywhere,
Well, like-
and you're in the service elevator. What they
Yeah.
know is at every.
They're probably
step
like,
of the
why?
way.
There's nobody up there. Why is this elevator going to the 14th floor?
Or they were watching you come down in the elevator and the camera in the service
Possibly
elevator.
that too. So I was freaking out. This guy's like, what are you doing, man? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm drunk. And I'm kind of freaking out. I'm just going to go to my room. So he follows me to the room, and I let myself in, and he gives me a $5 voucher. He just goes, here. And I'm just like, what's happening?
No, yeah, he comes in and he's just like, I'm.
I love that you got a free $5 voucher
Right?
out of it.
How fucking random was that?
So you come in and you're like freaking out. I'm like, dude, how's roof? And you're just like, you wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Dude, I was fucking
Yeah,
panicking.
I know. And you're just like, I'm like, well, I'm awake now, so why don't you tell me? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. So my mind, because Ross was like pimping his room and like had girls and stuff. I'm like, Chester got fingered. I'm like, Chester just went to an orgy.
My doo-doo puss was violated.
Somebody stuck a finger into Chester's doo-doo puss. And then like he starts telling me the story, but it's not as elaborate as that because he's drunk. But so it's got all these
I'm
holes.
still panicking.
Yeah, still panicking. And he's just, I don't know. It was just so funny. I mean, the whole next day, I was just waiting for you to run into Ross. And finally, when you did run into Ross the next day, he's like, this guy, man.
Guy's fucking crazy.
I'm partying with this guy, man.
I mean, that was right after I came in because you had hit the bed and then I came in maybe 10 minutes later.
Well, because I thought they slipped him something.
And you were all-
he was freaking out.
I
they,
thought I might have been on something too.
You were
'cause
fucking.
I was
just
hyper aware.
up here.
Oh, I had enough of
I'm
everything.
trying to be quiet. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, you know what? You got to make sure Chester doesn't die. I'm going to sleep. And I'm like, I look up at Chester and he's all, I'm like, hey, he's breathing. I just went to sleep.
Yeah, but I was just because I thought they gave him. I thought they slipped him something. And
I thought
It
so
maybe
too
was
because I was like I was just like
like some
hyper aware.
ecstasy.
I thought I was tripping.
But that was
But
fun.
then I just laid down and just went right to sleep. So I was definitely not acid or coke.
I still love the next day too. I'm trying to talk about it. You're like, would you stop bringing that up? But the more and more you talk about it, the more funny it is. So good times.
That was just the best thing that happened there.
Well, how about your thing? How about yours?
What? That was it. That was the best thing that happened there. I actually, you know what? I really hate like clubs and raves and stuff like that. I
That
had a
was a
good
lot of
time at
fun.
the Nerd Rave, mostly for the wrestling, and seeing like as it got darker, like people would drink more,
Yeah.
and it's weird seeing like super nerds like drunk.
Yeah. I wasn't really paying attention to the super nerds. I was watching John pretty much at that point.
Dirk bought remember the spinny glow things?
They didn't work, man. $5 a piece, and they would go off
just
every.
kept, yeah, they
And I had
kept-
that. One of them flew off and hit somebody. I think it might have hit one of you.
Probably. Those are a lot of
or
fun, though.
random
I was
person.
doing like the whole rave, twisty thing.
No,
like
you were really
that.
bad at it.
Oh, I'm terrible at it, but I was having a good time, man.
Because we were at that point we were drinking Jack and Coke.
Oh,
out of
that's
a
what
2-liter
that's
bottle.
we had the mixer of a 2-liter bottle of Coke, and no, it was Evan Williams, man. We spared
Yeah.
no expense.
Yeah.
That was
Good
fun,
stuff.
mostly because of wrestling, and then like people were coming out of the bathroom and like everyone had a drink. They're like, "Yeah, you want some?" I'm like, "I'm gonna hang out over here until I end up drinking someone's piss." But hey, I'll just hang out until that happens.
Yeah, that was good. Because
Drinking in the boys' room.
that was also the night that we ran into Smooth in the Groove.
That was cool. I really enjoyed meeting Smoothie. I didn't talk to him for very long, but I love his videos.
I'll put a link up to his site in this write-up.
About 2 weeks ago, me and Dan got drunk and we watched that shit for like 3 hours.
That's what you guys do. You just like YouTube.
All the girls were in bed,
down.
and it was just me and Dan, the old guys. All the young people had passed out. It's like 3 in the morning, and we're just like watching him sing video game music. He's fucking awesome. If you haven't watched his channel, go check it out.
You said it takes
awesome.
40 hours to compose one of those.
Yeah.
Right? That's
Yeah.
crazy. So, also, I got my ass handed to me at Street Fighter 2 by Craig from Screw Attack, so that was fun.
That was also funny.
So it's not like I own an arcade and have that.
I'll
readily
post that
available.
video up soon. I got it on my phone
Absolute
somewhere in between all
nonsense.
the dick pics.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's a whole lot because the whole Friday and Saturday was pretty much a blur, even though we had people rolling in.
It's because
out
we
of
started
there.
drinking at like 10 a.m.
I didn't start that early. I started about 1. Did you guys?
Well, 10 a.m. Arizona time.
Yeah, true. But yeah, I just like going back to the booth. Like we as much I can't play Mario Kart 64 anymore for a little bit.
I still can. I got a lot of Mario Kart left in me. I was having a lot of fun.
I actually started doing really well on day 2. Like day 1, I was losing every race.
That
Dude.
was funny. People were coming up to you and were just like, "I want to play
I'll play
him."
this guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to play
And
Chester.
on day 2, I was keeping us in the black because I'd let one of you guys play and I'd come back and we'd be like 3 down, and then I'd finish. We'd be like 2 up, and I'd give it back to one of you guys.
Dude, I don't know what was happening. Like for some reason, people only challenged me on 2 courses: Rainbow Road, which is 45 minutes long, and the first course, like the very first track, whatever it is, like Mario.
Just the oval?
Just the oval.
Toad Raceway or whatever?
Yeah, Toad Raceway.
It's Luigi,
Luigi's Raceway.
the very first one, yeah.
Well, I lost more than anything on that raceway just because it was such a short track and there wasn't a whole lot to make up. But,
Yeah.
But yeah, I lost to one kid who'd never played Mario Kart 64 on that track. I lost to Amy on Rainbow Road, so screw you, Amy. Look at you, quick. And then there were some things where people would come back that I swear to God Scott was gonna whip my ass, but he lost twice to me. And then Mike, I thought Mike was gonna beat me, but he wound up I wound up beating him twice. So
Well, you got beat by that kid who'd never played before.
yeah, that's he
think he
beat me
just
on,
said
on
that.
Toads.
I
I
think you're
wasn't-
time traveling again.
I wasn't listening.
I get that a lot from you. Yeah, other than that, like I came back and I always loved that I picked up like 5 or 6 regular Nintendo games, like reasonably priced. I got Mario World 64.
Yeah.
Like when I came back on Tuesday, I told Chester I popped in Zelda and I crushed 6 dungeons on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm rolling through like I'm poised to beat
God,
that
I slept all
6
fucking
dungeons, and how many beers did you crush?
game. I don't remember. It was at least 2 a dungeon.
Day. It was a Triforce per dungeon.
Well, unless I was out running around in the world. But no, I forgot. Like I love going to those conventions because they just give you so much more. Like I say like they rejuvenate your love for retro games. And everybody out there was just if we hadn't said it before, was so freaking awesome. So
Yeah.
I loved our booth because wasn't there someone else you were talking to? Was like, oh, you're the guys from the corner, that
No.
loud ass booth in the corner.
yeah, we had a couple kids come back to us and they're like on Saturday because we shut it down on Sunday just to go enjoy.
Yeah, we were partied out.
We were out of shirts. We were sick of Mario Kart.
Yeah, well, that's what was great with with Smash Brothers, which I didn't know. People are toting around Nintendo 64 controllers just waiting for a breakout game of Smash Brothers to hit.
It's a
so
pickup
true.
game, son.
Yeah.
It's so true too.
So when we threw on Smash Brothers, dude, everybody was just like, we were just like, beat
That's when shit got real.
one person at Smash Brothers and we'll give you this shirt. Just
Right.
go.
Which was so nice to get a
Four-player
break.
game. One person who wins gets a shirt. Everyone else can have
Yeah.
a sticker.
So it was Pat. I can't think of his last name. He was one of the guys.
Marita.
Is it Marita?
No, that's Mr. Miyagi.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, it's not Pat Marita. he had a book. He was down there.
Rest in peace.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pat. Anyway, so he I was on Sunday. I was talking to him like, yeah, we were out here. I've actually been looking for you. I wanted to talk to you. I talked to you last year about collecting games, and he he's like, I was like, well, we got a booth down there, and he's like, wait, down there in the corner. He's like, you guys are the loud booth. So I guess that's what we were known
the party
for.
booth.
Everybody, and we had a couple people come back. They're like, we wanted to come back to the fun booth. And
Yeah, someone told us that we had the best booth in the whole
Yeah,
convention.
that kid quick hung out there the whole time.
Yeah.
Because I mean, what else are you gonna do there but hang out with us? 'Cause
he
we're
actually,
totally awesome.
his buddy, like he just like ditched his friend to hang out with us.
We are pretty awesome.
I think it was Mike. His buddy's name was Mike too.
Oh, yeah, we met him like the last day.
Yeah, he didn't want to come around, or he wasn't hanging out.
Mike
or
or
like
Matt
there
or
was
Mark
like a girl involved or
Some of
something.
them.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. I had a great time, and like I said,
Girls, you.
it
Gross.
couldn't. I don't think it could have gone any better. Than
You could have beat Craig at Street Fighter. That would have been better.
Nah.
That was another awesome thing. You guys were already passed out. Was watching Craig beat Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
That
'cause
was
you
fucking
stayed up
awesome
later.
because we were just that was Nerd Rave night because I remember we had the 2-liter.
Yeah.
We were just super trash and when we wandered in there because Riley was like, oh, this is gonna happen. It's gonna happen tonight. And we went in there and we were sitting there for about an hour. And Riley's like, I gotta take a piss. And he was gone for like 20 minutes. I'm like, dude, I think he went to pass out. Let's get out of here. And so we got up to start walking, and then he got real close. I was like, he had him down twice, and we're like, oh shit. Wait, hold on. Let's not leave that. This might happen. And then the second round came, and he knocked him down twice again. And then the third round came, and he knocked him down twice again. So he never got 3 in one round, but they gave it to him by decision.
That's really hard to do, actually.
Yeah.
I was doing
So that was
something.
pretty freaking awesome, and that place just went fucking nuts, man.
I
That place just blew up.
want to let you know that Kyle actually turned off our live stream because we didn't give him a shout out. So Kyle, here's your shout out.
Yeah. Hey,
Now that
why does he do? You don't
Sorry.
get shit, Kyle.
Right?
he-
You weren't there.
he let me borrow a tablecloth because I didn't think that we'd have a tablecloth.
We didn't
so
even use
We
it.
didn't even use it.
we didn't.
So F you, white boy.
EAD, son.
I did have to spend an extra $25 to get my shirts and the tablecloth over to
Oh, that's
The
right,
SGC.
because your bag was overweight.
yeah. Do you want to say anything about the awesome airline that we flew?
Spirit Airways.
Spirit Airlines.
Never again.
Yeah.
That should be their slogan. Never again.
If you've got
Only once.
The Walmart of airlines.
Yeah. If you got a choice in airlines and you can choose Spirit.
Are the women
Don't.
singing spirituals?
Oh my God! I forgot about that lady. It was only a 2-hour flight. This lady was on her headphones. Oh my Lord, and then her son is just. Shh.
It was loud, dude. I was probably, what
He
was
was-
I, 8, 10 rows behind you guys?
He was more
and
annoying.
He was loud.
Oh, but it was hilarious because I was sitting next to a couple younger girls, and we're just like dying back there because it's just like Lord, Jesus.
I wanted to.
Lord Jesus.
If I was on an airplane, I would have yelled, but I didn't want to get shot by an air marshal.
Let's be honest. There's no air marshal.
It
on
was
that
so
plane.
hard. I was
There's
like,
There's no air
that
marshal on
plane.
Spirit, and if they did, they'd probably charge us like an extra fee for it.
Right?
air marshal fee.
You never know. It could be there. It couldn't be there.
Yeah. No, I was saying I was surprised there were no chickens flying around the plane.
Oh, dude,
or
it
goats like eating people's hats.
It reminded me of the.
Dr. John's, no
yeah,
parachute.
that's what it reminded me
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
It's like
Seriously.
it's like this old Airbus that they got from.
It was the ghettoest.
So terrible,
Airline.
and they just charge you for everything. You want a glass of
Everything.
water? That'll be $3.
The second flight
It was like $1.50 for a
was
bag of
great.
peanuts.
I was sitting next to 2 really skinny dudes, which is fantastic. So the flight back was great, except it was hot.
Chester
so hot.
kept stealing the armrest, so I'm sitting up against the window.
Motherfucker. But you had the window.
Chester also tried to steal my window seat.
I was trying to make it so you wouldn't have to climb over all the seats again.
I was fine.
Yeah,
seat's
you
the
weren't
best.
fine
You stole my window
because you
seat.
flipped out on me.
I said, come on, get up.
Get out of my fucking seat, you asshole!
Didn't say that. I'm like,
It's
come on,
exactly
Chester.
what
I
you
said,
said.
come on, Chester.
heard you.
I
That's
said,
what you
please
said.
don't hurt me, sir.
No.
The
Oh
flight.
wait, we did make an Indiana Jones
We
reference.
did. Oh, what's wrong with you?
There it is.
Yes! Loaded that shit up for a
Only
reason.
missed that by about 3 minutes. Good job. On the flight there, I sat next to a young couple and their baby.
Aw.
Aw.
Luckily for me, it didn't make a noise. I think it was dead. I know it wasn't dead because it was kicking me the entire time. Which I would rather take the baby kicking me than screaming in my face. So that was.
But the gospel lady was so awesome.
That was pretty.
So
pretty
I didn't even
funny.
hear her.
I did.
I
It
did
was
because
awesome.
I forgot to bring headphones.
All right. So what else happened at SGC that was awesome? Hanging out by the pool.
Yeah, the pool's
Getting
pretty cool. Up
drunk.
on the fourth floor, we drank a lot of. We rolled through 5 cases of beer, 3 handles of liquor, another 6-pack, and
Another fifth of liquor.
and a fifth of liquor,
and an
then,
18-pack.
and an 18-pack, and then whatever we bought when we were
And then
out.
like $60 a night and just drinks at
So
bars and
much.
everywhere else.
So
David Buster
You did a good job.
So
Can I get some applause for that? That was
Where
very
we,
nice.
we,
Very
we
nice.
played the horse racing game
We played the shit. You should have stuck around.
for
We played
like
horse
3-4
racing.
hours.
I can't, dude.
It's so much.
My
I knew-
horse, I named my horse Horse Porn.
I saw that.
It
Yeah,
was badass.
I was Murder Face.
I can't even murder face the second.
Yeah, Murder Face 2. That's what I should have named it.
Riley named his horse Cloud.
I don't know. I've got a beef with the those type of arcades anymore because they're nothing but redemption games
It's a
or
cash grab.
rail shooters.
I still have the tickets, by the way. We cashed them. We're
Or-
saving for next year.
Or just like phone games ported to
Dude,
Yeah,
Temple
a
Run.
bigger
Are you
screen.
fucking kidding?
yeah.
You know what you should do?
Fruit Ninja.
Is sit down at the Temple Run machine and play Temple Run on your phone.
right.
No.
Just
Really
sit
just
there
piss
and
a bunch of people
play
off.
on your phone.
The one game that was actually pretty cool was that 3D game that measured your heart rate.
Measured?
Measured.
Suck it. Measured your heart rate.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was called, but it was 4D.
4D.
Yeah, because
It was like a shooter,
but you put on 3D glasses.
and the story
Oh,
was
so I
a total
couldn't play that
rip-off
game.
of Saw,
yeah.
but it was zombies. Like you had to fight your way through zombies, and it would like measure your heart rate while you're
Yeah, there wasn't a
shooting
lot of like video. Like me and Riley played there's like a Batman racing game. We played that.
Yeah.
But they're all like cash grab games, like phone games, racing games, and the ones with the drop coins.
Yeah.
That's like every fucking game in there.
Well, and
Yeah.
then I even after coming back from SGC, they had that full arcade that was free to play with all the games you love playing.
Mhm.
So to go to that, be like, yeah, I'll take $35 in coins.
Dude, I think Dan bought like, what did he buy? $70?
$70.
Yeah,
About 50.
That's what he do. That's what he do. Don't you, Dan? I think he's watching right now.
No, he's in Cholo. They don't have internet up there.
No internet in Sholo.
No. There's
They
also
should-
no cats in America.
They shut it down. Any
I'm sure Dan's got internet no matter where he goes.
Right.
Yeah.
He'll figure it out. He's a smart kid.
except when he dropped his phone and broke his phone.
Oh, I made him drop his phone.
And he got so
Wow.
sad. You
It's
didn't
like-
make him drop
Oh
his
yeah.
phone.
Well, I was like, yeah, because I was like, hey Dan, there's a wood on the back of his phone. I said, this wall in this elevator is the same color as your phone, and that's when he went to go hold it up and then
Floor.
slipped out of his hand. Yeah,
That was terrible.
I kind of feel bad about that.
Anyway,
Dick.
I'm a
so
dick.
like I said, we missed a whole lot of the whole convention. Like we missed the panels. We did get a FaceTime with a lot of the guys that we wanted
Checked
to
out
talk
the
to.
indie game room.
Oh,
My
Andy-
dog, Black Mist.
Yeah. Oh, he said yeah. They'll
Oh, he's just
Retweeting.
retweeting our live stream.
Nice.
So yeah. Any closing thoughts about the whole thing?
Let's go again.
Hey, no, we're down. We are looking forward to it.
I would like to go to more conventions. I know that it's not cheap going to that shit.
It was not. No, I think that we're gonna have to figure something out to where we
In
don't.
fact, Dan and John helped out a lot
Well,
with that.
It cost $500 just for the shirts that we just gave
Yeah.
away. So, if you got a shirt, enjoy it.
Yeah, $500 for the shirts.
It was like $5 a shirt.
$500 for the booth.
Yeah,
Almost
$1,000
$1,000 for the rooms.
Yeah.
Airline
and the
tickets.
But how much? What was it? $400 for tickets for the airline or something?
Now it was like $275, but then they nickel and dime you up
Yeah,
there.
but then you got to pay for your bags.
bags and all that other shit.
But
And then
the fun we had, priceless.
It was. No, I think it's great. I'm actually really excited because, like I said, we met a lot of people. We have a feeling that this is going to be kind of a turning the corner for us.
I'd say it was an arousing success.
Yes, and
Yes.
arousing. There you go.
I didn't jerk off the whole time.
Really?
Missing out, man.
Those cosplay
Dark
girls got me
Doctor.
going.
Wait,
So bad.
what? Ugh. I just share a room with you guys.
Female Mega Man, dude.
Also, I learned that Chester doesn't like to wear a shirt.
Chester doesn't. He rolls around without his shirt.
He's au naturel.
In fact, I was gonna go shirtless for our first streaming episode.
He's got a beach body. I
I
mean,
totally forgot about that.
I would not have allowed it.
I'm glad you forgot. Yeah, sorry. Get out of my
All
house.
that. All that for you.
I am shoeless right now. So.
Me too. I
How
was
about-
my footsies.
How about you, man? Do you have any closing thing for?
Yeah. How do you feel about the ego?
How do you feel about the ego? If
Um,
anything comes out of that, I think that's going to be the greatest thing. What do you feel about the ego?
No, I would definitely do it
the
again. I
hell?
mean, it wasn't my first year, and yours.
I will admit, though, people treated you different. Being an attendee.
Well, you had
was
a vendor badge. I mean, you're a big timer.
Well, no, but even being a vendor, or like,
Well,
almost,
like we were just kind of minor celebrities at the show.
which was fun, yeah. But
like
but we
we
still,
had our own kind of like ongoing panel.
But people didn't. Yeah, people who were there like really didn't give us the time of day because we were just people coming.
Yeah,
up
because
to
you want
us.
to ask people little questions like, oh, when did you start collecting games, or how did you get started playing Pac-Man, or whatever you want to talk to
Yeah.
when they're like, F you, white boy.
Yeah, this year they actually Patrick Scott Patterson didn't give me the time at Peterson. Didn't
He
give
was
me,
our neighbor.
He was our neighbor. That's why I wanted to apologize to him if we had anything happened up there on the 14th floor.
Sorry.
No, but he last year I went to a couple of his panels, and he's really good at Pac-Man. I was watching him play this last year, and he had a booth from us that he let his kid use, and I went over and had a 15-minute conversation with him, and it was freaking awesome. He was real cool about it. So it was a much different experience than last year, and I really enjoyed it. So
I'd like to thank Kije Anafune
for walking right by me.
For walking right behind us. Thank you. It was very nice of you. I'm sure he was a big draw.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, dude, they had to stop. They had to cut the line off.
I was standing right next to the line when that happened.
Oh, no.
It was like
nerd rage.
It was like a million voices cried out in terror. We're silenced. Yeah, you could feel it. You could feel hearts breaking. It was crazy.
Well, yeah, our intent, if they have us back next year, unless Sean sees our names come up on the email,
motherfucker down.
No, these guys
no. No, these guys are a bunch of drunk assholes.
We can't wait to get the opportunity to go back. We don't know what that's going to look like yet, just because we're coming off of last week. But also in the meantime, we may be headed out to Oklahoma for another retro gaming convention.
Oklahoma.
Where the wind comes rushing down. Oh, it's Oklahoma. Who knows? Anyway, and so
when are we going to Oklahoma? When did this happen? I'm glad we discussed this right now.
You didn't. I told you about.
No.
You were drunk. Dude, I told you every time I spoke with somebody.
I can't go.
Every time.
I can't go.
In April, you can't go in April.
No.
Okay. Well then.
I got stuff going on.
Okay. I'll be real busy that time of year.
It's 420, bro.
Well, it will be in that time. Anyway, big thanks to everybody. If we missed anybody, drop us a line. We are on Facebook, which we're using now. Chester's our new Facebook wizard. Yeah,
I'm the face of our Facebook.
We are also on Twitter. We are on iTunes. We are on Pocket Cast. We are on Stitcher. We are on Podcast Addict.
We're on YouTube.
We're on YouTube right now.
Woo!
Look at that shit.
We're on Molly.
We are not on Molly. Every time you say that, we're not on Molly. We really appreciate everybody that we met. It was really great. Thank you again for listening to podcast 28 of the Casual Cowards of Gaming. My name is Dirk.
I'm Chester.
I'm Ryan. Cut the shit off.
You might want to stop the stream.
I'm doing it.
Stop the stream.
Bye, Internet.
Bye.
Bye.